Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your July 2020 energy read. Thank you for joining me. So, if you have recently been feeling a little reflective or a little introspective, it may be because you're feeling the impact of Mercury retrograde. We're currently right in the middle of one right now. And what Mercury retrograde does is it sort of takes us back to the past, with Mercury appearing as though it's going backwards. So it does make us more reflective. It does make us more introspective. And sometimes it even makes us feel a little bit more scatterbrained, just because our thought processes aren't really what they usually are. Mercury also impacts communication, so you may find communication's been a little bit wonky, and it can even affect electronic communication. So if your Zoom meetings have been a little strange lately, it may be as a result of Mercury retrograde. Coming up soon, we have a lunar eclipse coming up on the 5th of July, and it's going to be the last Cancer-Capricorn combination eclipse that we're going to have for a while. We've had several of them that began in 2018, and this is the last of that series for a while. So you may end up feeling like you have a major revelation or some sort of an end of a chapter around that time that comes up. Then on the 20th, we have a new moon in Cancer, and that energy around that time is going to be very conducive for setting intentions. So if there is something that you would like some, universal help with, that would be the time to set that intention right there for that new moon on the 20th. Okay, so getting into your reading now. So what is the general energy for the month for our Gemini friends? What is the general energy for the month for our Gemini friends? We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Now, what about something positive this month? What can our Gemini friends look forward to in the month of July? The Ace of Pentacles. Now, what about either a romantic relationship or some other significant relationship that is impacting Gemini right now? We've got the Emperor. What about work or school? What's the energy like for work or school for our Gemini friends? We've got the 2 of Pentacles. What about finances? What's the financial house like for Gemini in the month of July 2020? The Magician. And what is a challenge that Gemini may have to face this month in July of 2020? So none of us like challenges, but or few of us like challenges, but they are inevitable, and being prepared often helps us master the energy a little bit better than if we weren't aware. So what are some challenges that Gemini needs to be aware of this month? The High Priestess. And then what is the advice for Gemini on dealing with any challenges that they may face? The Ace of Cups. So, with the general energy of the month, you ended up with the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a positive card. You can see the yellow in the background signifying the sun. The sun is always a positive sign in tarot. And the woman is dressed rather elegantly. She almost looks like a queen, although she's not one of the queen cards. and she's surrounded by a very lush garden and several of those gold pentacles. So you're very fortunate, Gemini, that July is showing up as a month of possible abundance for you. You are in an energy where you are going to be able to manifest abundance into your life. So very, very, very positive. Probably one of the most positive energies that I've gotten so far with the signs that I've done for July. Now, another positive thing that you have to look forward to is the Ace of Pentacles. So aces are always about new beginnings in tarot. They are the cards that start off the suit. And we look at them as basically offerings from the universe. You can see the hand coming out of the clouds, and it's holding a huge shiny gold coin. So this basically means that you're going to have an opportunity, a new opportunity that comes up for you here in the month of July. So this card is generally associated with financial situations. It doesn't have to be financial, but it generally is associated with finances, especially in this situation where we are asking for more of a general energy. When pentacles come up, it does mean that it usually will relate to finance. So there's going to be some sort of success, possibly in some sort of financial venture or business. And again, this would be a new opportunity. It could be a new job opportunity. It could be like new income coming in from somewhere where it wasn't before. But overall, a positive card. The card that comes up for your significant relationship, whether it be romantic or other, is the Emperor. So it may be that you're having to deal with a relationship with a stubborn man in July. And it doesn't have to be male. However, the Emperor generally does represent a masculine type energy. So while it could, for some of you, because it is a general reading, apply to a female in your life, it's more likely that it's a male energy. And it's a stubborn, controlling male energy. The Emperor is someone who is dominant. They have a dominant personality and they like to get their way. And if they don't get their way, they generally don't like it. So sometimes they can be difficult to deal with in that regard. And that is the energy surrounding your significant relationship this month. So this is one of those situations where, although it's not the most negative card by any means, it's not the most positive card either, but preparing yourself for that energy is often very beneficial because you can decide what you are willing to tolerate and how you're going to deal with it. How are you going to deal with that stubborn, dominant energy that you encounter this month? As far as work and school, it looks like you're going to be juggling. So you're able to do it successfully. You don't, drop either of your coins, but it's that energy of duality. It's that energy of juggling. So it may be that you are extra busy at work, that you're trying to juggle, several things. It could be that you have, a main job and maybe a side gig, or that you're trying to juggle a work-family balance of some type, or it could be, obviously insert school where I said work for the same thing, but you're going to sort of feel like you're juggling, like things are kind of up and down. You can see the ships in the background during the month of July. As far as your financial house, you end up with the Magician. So the Magician is the master manifester. So going back to this Ace of Pentacles and this new opportunity, the Magician is someone who has the tools. They have the pentacles, the cups, the swords, the wands. They have all the tools to manifest what they want into their life. They just have to figure out, how to make the magic happen, so to say. So you're definitely in an energy, because it's come up twice, where you are going to be able to manifest some sort of better financial situation for yourself. So you definitely want to try to be in tune with the energy, and you definitely want to be sure to take advantage of those opportunities that the universe presents to sort of make the magic happen. The obstacle that you may face this month came up as the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is a major arcana card, which means that it's associated with a significant life lesson. So you're going to learn something significant through your experiences in the month of July. Now, the High Priestess is an interesting card. Because it's associated with some sort of secrecy. When you ask a yes or no question in the tarot, and the High Priestess comes up, the interpretation is generally you're not supposed to know yet, that it's to be revealed, that there's something that's being hidden for now, but that in its time, it will be revealed. So that is what's coming out here, is that you will have some challenges this month that will help you to spiritually grow. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, the universe does not want to fully reveal them at this time. But it should come to unfold through this month, because we are asking about July 2020. Now, how you deal with this is the Ace of Cups. So the advice is fairly clear in that the universe wants you to use your emotions to help steer you through the situation. They want you to open your heart. And in situations where we're dealing with challenges, it is often challenging to open our heart. But Spirit is saying that if you do, if you open your heart, you can have a new beginning, that you can begin to experience good emotional things, that you can put yourself on a path where good emotional things are coming, and that you're going to feel safe to open your heart. So it's almost like there's something that's making you feel like it's not safe to open your heart. And that not all the information with regards to the situation is revealed, but that when it is, that it's going to be very important for you to know that it's going to be safe for you to open your heart, and that if you're brave enough to do that, it's going to put you higher vibration path moving forward. So I hope that you found the reading helpful. I hope you have a very blessed July. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe and like. You'll be notified if we do this again. But I wish you the very best. Take care.